Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino. My name is James Scarsbrook, and for those of you who probably missed it, if you didn't see it, I was recently on an episode of Millionaire Hot Seat. Spoiler alert, I didn't win anything. I actually managed to get eliminated on one question, which was a bit of a curly question, so I'm not too upset about that, but I did get the opportunity to talk about the blog and also my podcast. So if you can find it on the Channel 9 or the 9 Now website, I think it's episode 146, check it out. It's a bit of a laugh, but I was glad to have a bit of airtime, as it were, as I am always glad to have people watch my tasting videos here on the Intrepid Wino YouTube channel. I'm looking at some white wines from a producer that I have looked at previously on a number of editions, Glenguin Estate in Hunter Valley in New South Wales, and really super excited to look at the first release from the 2017 vintage from them. And so this edition we are looking at 3 Semillon wines, and I guess we may as well start off with the 2017 Glenguin Vineyard Semillon, which is recommended retail $27.50. Of course, Semillon is synonymous with the Hunter Valley and is without doubt the premier region in Australia for Semillon. It's always good to look at some examples. Right off the bat, very classic, steely, sort of lime notes, crunchy green apples. That slightly oily character comes through. I always kind of make a comparison between Hunter Semillon and Eden Valley Riesling. If it's made in a very pure, clean, simple way. And this is no exception. Yeah, a little bit of floral as well, some lovely whites and yellow flowers. Not sort of really in your face, it's quite subtle, which is nice. So let's taste. Some decent generosity on the palate. It's not really thin or too light. It's got good acidity. The fruit profile on the palate kind of moves into more stone fruits. White peach, more in line with sort of Chardonnay fruit profile. It's got a nice lusciousness without it sort of being too rich and cloying. It's quite generous, but still fresh, and that's a really lovely white wine. And I think for the price, it's very good. It's certainly one of the better Semillons you can get out there as far as young Semillons. Now the opposite of the young, fresh Semillons you get to see from the Hunter are the bottle-aged examples. So we're going to look at the 2013 Cellar release Semillon, which is cellar door only, $35. And so get in touch with the guys there if you'd like to secure some mature Semillon from the Hunter. Straight away you can see there's quite a bit of difference in the colour. It has moved from a pale white into a slightly richer golden colour, and that is without question a bottle-aged influence. So that steely, that kind of oily note has really kicked into another gear with that bottle age. It's certainly more in that kind of slightly stone fruity, citrusy marmalade sort of realm, sort of more dried, dare I say it, candied sort of orange rind. The florals are more developed, it's sort of more like a dried floral note, you know, honeysuckle, that kind of thing. There's a sort of a slightly toasted box honey character as well. But it's all about that kind of beautiful oiliness and that, in, you know, especially as far as cellared examples or bottle aged examples of good Hunter Semillon. That's also another comparison I make with good quality aged Hunter Eden Valley Riesling. Let's taste. The plushness, the generosity of the fruit in the younger example has kind of softened and integrated into the wine with bottle age in a different way. It is sort of more in that, yeah, that dried fruit character, sort of dried apricots almost, picking up a slight sort of savoury umami kind of texture. Still quite fresh, really, you know, still showing good acidity. There's more subtlety to this wine. I think that this is a wine that even better will show its character with the right food. There's sort of a really gentle roundness to it. It's got kind of a creaminess as well, which is really lovely. So both, you know, the sort of the two main styles of Semillon, those are two really outstanding examples and very much worth the money. The last one we're going to look at is the Sticky, the 2017 Botrytised Semillon, excuse me, and the 375ml bottle is recommended retail of $27.50. Semillon is a classic variety used for the production of sweet wines, particularly noble or Botrytised sweet wines. Best known examples come from Bordeaux in places like Sauternes and Barsac. Commonly they're blended with Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, sorry. So let's have a look at this Semillon. I think I have a look at a previous vintage of this one. Wow. Really lovely, ripe, golden delicious apples. That's just pow, right out of the glass. Like, you know, almost stewed or glazed or baked, like custard, sort of golden delicious apple custard. Pretty florals. Again, it's sort of like floral notes similar to the mature, the bottle aged Semillon. But yeah, the golden delicious apple is just really powerful. Let's taste. Quite fresh. You know, it's not cloying or too syrupy. The sweetness is really well balanced with the freshness, with the acidity. Nice fruit, quite generous. You know, the consistency of the fruit comes through on the palate as well as on the nose. Really pleasant. Probably lacks a little bit of depth. It may be a little bit too young at the moment. Probably could do with a little bit more time in bottle to come together. The alcohol's not quite showing too much, but that's a lovely wine. I think for me, probably the winner is the 2017. I'm really happy with that. So a really interesting look at 3 different examples from the Hunter Valley from the same grape variety, probably the most important grape variety. Yeah, I'm always happy to look at Glenguin Estate, as I'm always happy to look at anyone's wines. If you are generous enough to get in contact with me via my website, if you'd like to have your wines tasted on the Intrepid Wino YouTube channel, please do get in touch. Of course, thank you to the lovely guys at Glenguin Estate, and I always appreciate your support. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, share it on social media, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe to the Intrepid Wino YouTube channel as well. Come and visit me at intrepidwino.com. Lots of different ways of getting in contact with me, as well as you can see all my different content. Yeah, hope to see you again on future episodes of the Vineyard. You can cast the podcast, of course, and let's taste. But until next time, guys, cheers.